It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Good evening and welcome to the Kirk Nevin Arena at Lynch Field here in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. It is a PIHL single A matchup between the visiting North Hills Indians and the great Greensburg Salem Golden Lions. My name is Brian Mitchell. A little bit different tonight. This is going to be on a special air on Friday. Unfortunately, we got to the rink and had an issue with the live feed. I do love going up against the Steelers on a Thursday night, but unfortunately it will not be this evening. So we are just going to call the action for you. It's going to go live tomorrow. We're going to figure out a time, pay attention to all the socials. But for this one, we are still going to bring it to you, just in a little different way than we normally would. We're going to start with the visiting North Hills Indians, led by head coach Jeremy Swegman. It's going to be number 5, Robin Grandstaff. Number 8 will be Ryan Bardo. Number 17 will be Blake Kunkel. Number 19 will be Tyler Delaplane. Number 12, Grant Collar. Number 23 will be Stephen Slate. Number 28 will be Nicholas Piccola. Number 29 will be Tyler Dolsky. Number 31 starting in the cage tonight, Parker Talarico. Number 35, Cole Witowski. Number 45, Christopher Muschar. Number 52 is Robert Joyce. Number 55 is Austin Barris. Number 78 will be Casey Purcell. Number 79 will be Jonathan Trotsky. Number 81, Cole Hunt. Number 88, Brady Peterson. Number 89, Devin McBride. Number 93, Marcus Duffy. And number 95, Tyler Broski. On the opposite side, Greensburg Salem, led by head coach Anthony DeFazio this evening. Number 7 will be Cooper Outley. Number 15 will be Cam Chirac. Number 17 will be Nate Ross. Number 23 will be Luca Vento. Number 25, Crosby Kushner. Number 28 will be Jeremiah Falk. Starting in goal tonight, number 30, Jackson Klingensmith. I believe this is his first varsity contest. Number 35 will be Hayden Henry. Number 43, Bryce Ferris. Number 44, Nolan Weaver. Number 55, Luke Dieter. Number 58, Jaden Ostrowski. Number 71 will be Ty Hutchinson. Number 84, Chase Schlussman. And number 95 will be Ace Klingensmith. You, of course, missed one name called. Missing tonight for the Golden Lions. Leading scorer Jake Fink will not be playing for the ones in white, brown, and gold. It's going to be a fun matchup here. from the east side of the city. My name is Brian Mitchell. You can call me Mitch. It is Thursday night. You're watching this probably on Friday or someday afterwards. This is Pittsburgh Hockey Digest on 10band.tv. This is Berg Hockey Night. Thank you for joining me.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Once again, welcome back to Nevin Arena here in Greensburg. As I said in the pregame, unfortunately, we will not be live with this contest tonight. I will be recording this to be uploaded tomorrow, so just enjoy the contest. I'm going to act as if tomorrow is Thursday, but we do have a good single A matchup here from Nevin Arena. Yeah, Jackson Klingensmith, a freshman, starting in his first game this season for the Golden Lions. On the opposite side, it's going to be Parker Tallarico. Tallarico, in his fourth contest of the season, 2-1 on the year so far, 232 goals against average and a .925 save percentage for the North Hills Indians. Teams will line up. Taking our final setups with the coaching staff on both sides. A little bit of a delay here to start, but shortly we will be underway. Greensburg Salem Golden Lions in those all whites with brown and gold trim, gold lettering. On the opposite side, North Hills in those traditional reds with the white lettering and numbering. So it's going to be Trotsky and Dieter stepping in for their respective squads. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just about underway here at the Kirk Nevin Arena, won by Greensburg Salem. Up for Falk. Falk will dump this one into the zone, chasing it down and around. Will be North Hills carrying it out. Muchchar, the captain, brings it in. Looks to throw it on the backhand, comes around. It'll be taken behind by Falk. He'll dump this one off the boards. It does go out. Chasing it down is Vento. Vento loses the battle to Trotsky. Just throws one around to Peterson. Back down for Trotsky. Dump this one out too, and out comes Muschar. The captain loses the puck in the neutral zone. Back in and around comes North Hills. The names will come with the numbers as we go. That is Blake Kunkel behind the cage. He gets around for Greensburg Salem. Vano leaves us up to Slate. Slate dumps one off of a skate. It goes to the far half wall, back in. Greensburg Salem just dumps it back in, and there'll be a battle inside the circle. Ferris is in there with Trotsky. It's back out to the point. Out it goes past Austin Barris. They'll have to regroup and throw this one up along the half wall. It'll be dumped in. In comes Schlesman. Behind the cage they go. Bringing it out as Ferris. He'll throw it on the cage, and save made by Talarico. Rebound comes around. Greensburg Salem battling behind. And it goes, and the net comes off its moorings with 15:32 remaining in the first. We'll have a face-off coming up to the right. Let's see what they call here. I believe it is going to be to the left of the cage. Ross steps in with Cole Hunt. It's Nate Ross and Cole Hunt. Back around behind the cage. He picked up and carried out by North Hills. Joyce will just dump this one in behind, where it's going to be Kling Smith battling along with a couple of the North Hills Indians. Back out. Greensburg Salem dumps this one up along the boards, and out comes Hunt. Hunt back into his own zone, throws one across. It'll be dumped across. For Grandstad, he can't get to it, so Weaver will chase it down, but that's enough for an icing call. 15:03 remaining here in the first frame. Scoreless at Nevin Arena. Face-off come to the right of the North Hills cage. Back to the point. Maybe one Outley. Has to chase it back into the neutral zone. He'll dump it back in past Joyce. In comes North Hills. And up for Sharrock. Sharrock will dump this one down behind the cage. It'll be picked up. And Sharrock's shot on, saved by Trotsky, goes into the corner. Rebound comes out, picked up for Dieter. Back out. Dieter's shot's just wide of the cage. Goes back into the corner, up to the point. Outley will dump this one up. And in on the cage, Dieter regroups. Hutchinson's shot, save made, comes across. Picked up by the Indians and out. Sharrock sends one over for Outley. He'll dump this one back in off the skate of Joyce. Back out for Grandstaff. Grandstaff will just dump this one in, and they'll regroup. Back behind Noah Outley. Waits, thinks about it. Dumps one up along the half wall past Falk. In comes Muschar, and that's a tripping call coming up. And into the box goes Noah Outley. I'm sorry, Cooper Outley. I get all the brothers whenever I do this, so that is Cooper Outley. Number 7, the junior. North Hills heads to the power play. Face-off won by North Hills across. Bringing it in. Shot on, save made, up in the air. Opportunity here, gets bounced around. Trotsky. Shot block coming in. Another opportunity here by the Indians. They'll throw this one behind the cage. Peterson gets tipped out. Greensburg Salem will battle this one back out to the point. Muschar gets the puck, gets around a couple of defenders. Shot on, save made. Rebound comes on. Nice save there. Falk. Well, can't get to it. Opportunity in front. Shot, save. It's actually blocked in front. Rebound comes on. Big save. Comes across on a block. First shot, and we got a penalty coming up. It's going to be a hooking minor, and it's going to be against North Hills. 13-14 remaining here. We go back to even as Cole Hunt heads off. I'll bring it all the way back down to the right of Parker Tallarico. Face-off won by North Hills. Behind the cage. It's Austin Barris. He turns it over to Luke Dieter. Dieter into the corner. Dipsy doodles his way around a defender. Has a hard time with two of them. Gets the puck back. Tries to backhand this one off into the corner. I'll throw it up. Klingensmith who throws one on. Tallarico loses it to the side. Dieter was right there but could not finish up the play. Puck comes out. Weaver loses a 2-on-1 the other way. It's going to be Trotsky. Trotsky throws one on. Save made. Klingensmith. Back up it goes, and we've got 41 seconds remaining on the first power play. They'll battle in front of the benches and dump back in by North Hills. Round it goes. Picked up by Barris. Barris out to the point from Muschar. Muschar throws one on, tipped in front, and picked up by the Golden Lions. They'll dump this one back up and out. Goes the length of the ice. 19 seconds remaining on the first minor. Tallarico leaves one around. That's going to be Ross battling along. It's going to come out to Muschar. He's going to bring it into the zone around a defender. But Weaver, nice little poke check to get it into the corner. Back down. Muschar's going to battle with another member. That's Klingensmith. Klingensmith wins that one, and he's going to take that puck and just dump this one out. Power play for 29 seconds here for the Golden Lions. Ross is just going to miss that one. It goes over. Falk shot. Just low, slow, and on net. And it's going to be held on to by Tallarico. 11:37 remaining in the first frame. 23 seconds remaining in the power play for the Golden Lions. Dieter behind the cage. He's going to skate this one out, throws this one on. Falk has an issue with it, back up to the point. Outley is going to lose the puck as he tries to shoot it. It's a little bit of a challenge there, but a little bit of battle in front. It's going to be Luca Vento tied up with a member of the North Hills squad, and 11:21 remaining here in the first frame. Dieter will win the faceoff back. It'll be shot on. It just goes wide of the cage. Down Chirac. Chirac for Vento. They'll come back out. It'll be dumped back in by by Greensburg Salem. It'll be Cole Hunt. Hunt goes one up for Grandstaff on his backhand. He loses the puck to Vento temporarily. Vento gets around a defender, goes on Tallarico, and he'll just smother it. 10:54 remaining in the first frame. Face-off coming up to the left of the the North Hills cage. I don't know why I'm having that problem tonight. Hutchinson back out and cleared out. Dolsky passed this one over. Purcell's dump on cage goes wide. Up around, it's going to be cleared back out and picked up by Crosby Kushner. Kushner into the zone. Throws one in behind. And that's Blake Kunkel. They're thrown on net and held on to by Tallarico, and we'll have a face-off. .27 remaining here in the first. Muschar up along the half wall. He's going to carry it out himself. Right in front of us. He'll get muscled off of the cage and back around Klingensmith. Ace Klingensmith. Wheels back behind the cage around for Hutchinson. Look for the backhand. Looking for Ross. Delaplane has a hard time clearing that one out. Klingensmith. He'll battle with Piccolo. Veronica's in front of the cage. Opportunity here comes out by Greensburg Salem. And in comes Ty Hutchinson. Just dumps us in behind. No icing on the play. Hutchinson. Backhand throws one to the slot. Nobody home. And it's going to be picked up by Klingensmith. Klingensmith. The Indian all over him. Throws one on the cage. It's going to be tipped back out and carried out by Dulski. And he'll dump this one back in to the Golden Lions zone up across. Carrying it out with a head of steam is Falk, but he's picked on line. Coming in is Trotsky. Trotsky in, shot, save made. Klingensmith back down. And a little bit of physical down in the corner as they all get ready to throw this one around for Klingensmith. Back out to the point. Falk's going to try to do this again. They picked up and brought out by Steven Slate. He'll dump this one around. That's going to be picked up by Jonathan Trotsky. He'll get this one up to Blake Kunkel. Turned over to Cooper Outley. Goes in behind, and it's going to be thrown through, just blocked. Peterson. Brady Peterson will take this one up on the half wall. We'll pass it out. It'll be dumped back in by Tyler Broski. Broski. This one down up for Ferris. Kunkel. And around for Outley. Peterson up for Slate. Back down Trotsky. Cleared out all the way down for Slate. He'll have to regroup in his own zone. Passes it out. It's going to be picked up by Dieter. Luke Dieter into the zone. Comes in shot. Save made by Parker Tallarico and held on to. 7:53 remaining here in the first frame. Scoreless at Nevin Arena. Once again, my name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me here on this tape delay special, Friday night special. Played on Thursday evening. It'll be won by North Hills here. We'll dump this one across, and that's going to be an icing call as Robert Joyce just throws one the length of the ice. 7:44 remaining here in the first frame. Dieter steps in with Cole Hunt. Back out, Weaver, shot tipped across, and it's going to be out in Vento. Just dumps one in behind. Picked up by the Indians. They'll try to get it out of the zone. Back out. Dieter couldn't hold on to it. It's going to be tipped around and carried out by Marcus Duffy. He'll dump this one in around for Hunt. Two Golden Lions go into battle with him. And there's Roman Grandstaff, but out come the Golden Lions. Opportunity with Hutchinson. Hutchinson could not get to it, so it's going to be an offside play. They'll have to regroup the line, and they will touch it, so they will have the offside. They're going to take this one back all the way. 7:05 remaining here in the first. Intentional offside on Greensburg Salem. Sorry, I had some questions about the broadcast not being live. We are definitely not live right now. So we will be doing a special broadcast tomorrow. 6:50 remaining. Looks like there's a power play coming up to Greensburg Salem. Face off to the right of Parker Tallarico. Back down, Ferentz. Who's out, Muschar will chase this one down. cross. It'll be just over Klingensmith. Now Peterson. Battles down around. Picked up by Nate Ross. Ross behind the cage. Watches as Dieter steps over it and brings it out. Up for Ferris, but it's going to be Dieter passing it around, and Klingensmith will just let this one go the length back. Back down for Ross. Ross regroups. Cross-checking the penalty to the Indians. And in comes and dumped on by the Golden Lions. Dieter up, and it's going to be kept in. Oh, nope. They're going to say he's barely out by Ross. And they'll come offside. 6:02 remaining. Face-off coming up outside of the North Hills zone. Luke Dieter and Cole Hunt step in. There'll be one back by Ross, and he'll dump this one into the zone. Up by North Hills. Ferris will battle with this one up for Klingensmith. Klingensmith into the corner. Throws one across, looking back for Ross and out. Ross. That line's going to be muscled off. Opportunity here in front. Shot. Hunt. Saved by Klingensmith and held on to. It's going to go out of play. 5:38 remaining in the first frame. Jackson Klingensmith. Big stop. Face off one by North Hills. Slate shot saved by Klingensmith. Outley behind the cage. Down it goes. Ace Klingensmith brings it into the zone. Bates drops it back for Ferris, who throws one on the cage, and Trotsky will hold on to that. 5:18 remaining in the first frame. 29 seconds remaining in the power play to the Greensburg Salem Golden Lions. Ross steps in with Kunkel. It's going to be one by Ross forward. Back down he goes into the corner. He runs into the official. He'll go back out of the zone. Carrying it out is Kunkel. He'll bring it across. Dumps one in on the cage. He'll come back. And Hunt watches this one get dumped back in around the Golden Lions to Outley. Outley into the zone, dumps one on a cage and held onto by Trotsky, and 4:47 remaining in the first. We will have another face-off. Dieter steps in with Trotsky. It's going to be one by Trotsky across. He'll dump this one in for Peterson. Peterson into the corner. Chirac gives him a little bit of a how do you do. Back to Joyce. Joyce brings it in across, and it's going to be shot on by Joyce. Klingensmith with the save. Back for Trotsky. Throws one to the point. Peterson shot just wide. Back down Outley. It goes off of the stick and comes back out to Broski. Broski waits on the backhand. Ferris, nice play to keep that one in. Joyce will have to chase this one back in to his own cage. A little bit of pressure here from the Golden Lions. Comes back out. That was being carried out by Trotsky. He's going to be offside. Peterson was about 5 steps on the deke at the line, and it'll come back out. 3:59 remaining in the first. It is 0-0 here at Kirk Nevin Arena. Be one back out, chasing it down. is North Hills. They'll dump this one outside the zone for Klingensmith. They'll come back across the Golden Lions. We'll dump this one back into the zone. He'll regroup back out. Falk waits, throws one on the backhand, throws one on. It'll go just wide of the cage. Vento chases this one down to the half wall. Falk couldn't collect it, so out it comes, and here comes North Hills. In shot on by Purcell. Comes back out to the point. Mushkar throws one on the cage. It'll be picked up, and Ace Klingensmith carries this one up across into the zone. Klingensmith gets around, has 4 red shirts all over him. Dieter comes in to help. Klingensmith, one-man wrecking crew, leaves this one back. He's going to drop it off for Jaden Ostrowski. And he'll go back behind the cage. Picked up by Ty Hutchinson. He's going to leave it over for for Crosby Kushner. I'll pick it up and out it goes. Opportunity here. Hutchinson leaves it for Dieter. Luke Dieter into the zone. Dieter shot just wide of the cage. With Cole Hunt letting this one get back into the zone. Opportunity here for North Hills to try to get it out. And a nice little play there by Austin Barris. Out. Big defenseman Jaden Ostrowski. Watch this one go out of play, and 1:57 remaining. We will have a face-off at center ice. Face-off one back. Outley. Up across and dumped in by the Golden Lions. Picking it up and carrying it out is Marcus Duffy. He gets met at the half wall, so it's going to be Hunt. Bring it around, throwing it for Grandstaff. He'll just chip this one back out to the blue line where Sharrock will watch this get dumped back in by Schlesman. Leaves this one up, and North Hills will carry it out. Dumped in by Duffy. Goes past up to Hunt. Shot on by Trotsky, saved by Klingensmith. Slate shot blocked. Falk watches this one, gets bounced out. Back in is Barris. 1 minute to go in the frame. In front of us, Trotsky. Regroups, gets knocked down, and he gets the pass off still, but Kunkel, but could not finish it up. Outley waits, dumps it back for Trotsky in the near corner. Throws one up for an Outley will take it. Oh, sorry, that was Ross. Opportunity here in front. Nice shot, but it's chipped out by Greensburg Salem. Mushkar back down. Outley will be dumped up by Ross. And out it goes back to the point. Shot on just wide of the cage. 19 seconds remaining here in the frame, and the penalty coming up. A roughing minor. There was a little extra going on in that corner. Who did they get? They got Trotsky. Power play for Greensburg Salem coming up. 16.7 seconds remaining in the frame. Face off one back, and Greensburg will watch it as Hunt will bring it into the zone. Had Kunkel with a head of steam, but it's going to come the other way. Mushkar will leave that one around, and with 3 seconds, they're just going to watch the clock expire here on your first frame. Scoreless here after one, Greensburg Salem and North Hills.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Back here in the second frame, scoreless at Nevin Arena. 1:44 remaining in the power play for the Golden Lions. They will head from right to left on your screen of your device, whatever you want to call it. They are in white with the brown and gold trim on the opposite side. North Hills in the red with the white. Face-off going up at center. It's going to be Cole Hunt stepping in with Luke Dieter. Be won back by Dieter. Ross in his own zone will dump this one back across by catch with Klingensmith. Klingensmith waits, sets it up with Ross. Ross will just dump this one into the zone. Ferris watches it go to Joyce. Joyce just tips it where it ends up with Ferris, but Mushkar all over him. Mushkar leaves this one up, and Ross will collect it. Ross at the point, across for Klingensmith. Back for Ross. Shot on. Up on Tallarico. He loses it for a second. Had no clue where it was. It does end up under his pad after a little bit of a scramble, and we hold on to it. 1:15 remaining in the minor. 16:31 remaining in the second. Face-off one. Back in Klingensmith. Along the half wall, will play catch with Falk, and then they'll come back out to the point. Ross's shot just wide of the cage. Picking it up and carrying it out is Hunt. Back up Ross. Down it goes Dieter. Back for Ross. Looking for Dieter, but it's going to be picked up and carried by Kunkel and dumped the length of the ice. Regrouping are the Golden Lions, Klingensmith. He will leave it for Jeremiah Falk. Comes up in front of us. Falk with a head of steam into the zone. Looks on the backhand, comes to the half wall, back to the point. Klingensmith has a hard time with that one. An opportunity coming the other way. It's going to be Blake Kunkel. Shot. Scores! Kunkel with a shorthanded goal. And with 21 seconds remaining in the power play and 15:37 remaining in the second frame, North Hills leads 1-0. It's a nice little tip forward. Kunkel on his horse got there and was able to fire one over the pad of Klingensmith. And the Indians have a 1-0 lead. Back out Barris. We'll just dump this one in past the outlet. We'll wait. Throw it back outside the zone. Schlesman will chase this one behind the cage, but it'll be picked up back out to the point. Shot on by Chirac and held on to by North Hills. By Tallarico with 15:14 remaining here in the second frame. Face-off will be coming up to the left of the North Hills netminder. Hutchinson drops one back. He picked up. Chirac will throw this one out, uncollecting it, and out comes Collar. Collar into the zone. Battles with a couple of the Lions. Grandstaff was there too, and Outley will be the one that ends up with the puck. Back around looking for Schlesman. Peter out of backhand. It's going to be Collar. Gets back around into the far corner. Collar throws one through. Shot, save made. Klingensmith rebound. Schlesman will dump this one out. He gets this one out to Crosby. Kushner. Kushner throws one on net. Back around Schlesman. Hutchinson gets rubbed out along the boards. Back down behind. Kushner gets taken down. They'll regroup and dumped up, and Outley will hold on to it. Outley shot just wide of the cage. Comes back out. Sharrock looks for the hit instead of the play, so he's going to have to go watch Outley collect it. Back out Collar with the pressure on Outley behind the cage. They'll regroup in the near corner. Collar battles with Outley. Back out for Schlesman. Back out for Slate. Slate shot on, save. Though he thought he had it in his breadbasket, but was in front of him. He was able to get down and smother it. 13:59 remaining in the second frame. Face-off coming up to the left of the freshman netminder, Jackson Klingensmith. Dieter steps in with Kunkel. Throwing off. Going to be dumped out. Mushkar with the keep. Nice play. He gets in. Shot. Oh, just high riser goes wide of the cage. Bardo battles with Vento. And we got to clear out. An opportunity here for Falk coming the other way. Falk into the zone. Throws one across. Nobody home. Picked up. Opportunity in front. Oh. That was Dieter with an opportunity. Cal Klingensmith will let this one drop down. And for Weaver. Weaver dumps them in beside the cage. Around for Klingensmith. Back up, and North Hills has a hard time as Dieter has to take the puck and throw one across, but it's going to be picked up coming the other way. Opportunity here. That's Marcus Duffy. He loses the puck, and it's going to come back out of the and clear the length of the ice. No icing on the play. 13:04 remaining here in the second frame. Got Moskar into the zone. Throws one on just wide of the cage. He'll get it himself and throws it back out in front. It's going to be picked up and cleared out by the Golden Lions, and that will be an icing call this time. 12:45 remaining in the second. 1-0 North Hills leading on a shorthanded goal. Blake Kunkel, of course, that shorthanded goal earlier in the frame. 1:23 in. Face-off won by the Golden Lions. Outley, a little bit of pressure there by Trotsky. Grandstaff in to help him out. Ross joins the foray, but it's going to be Trotsky picking it up, bringing it back to the front of the cage, just wide to Klingensmith. He had it on the opposite post. Back for Grandstaff. Trotsky shot. Save made. Gets tipped back out. Broski will just watch it hit the corner. To be dumped back in around for Outley. Outley dumps one out. Ferris up for Schlesman. It's going to be picked up by Broski. Back down for Sharrock. Back up Ferris. Back for Sharrock. Schlesman. Back out for Ross. He dumps this one on the cage and held, well, he thinks about it for a second, then does end up smothering. Is that Parker Tallarico, the senior netminder for North Hills? They'll regroup and have a face-off to the left of the Indians' cage. Face-off, one shot on, save made, comes back out. It'll be cleared out to Outley. Kushner throws one across for Dieter. He dumped in and on net, but offside, 11:33 remaining. Face-off going to be directly in front of us. Won by the Golden Lions back. Klingensmith will take the puck on the backhand, but it's going to be picked up and turned over. Opportunity coming in, but Tallarico is able to hold on to a double face-off down low. 11:22 remaining in the frame. Klingensmith throws one across, looking for Hutchinson. Hutchinson down to one knee, has to pass it out to the point. Dump back in by Ferris. Kushner behind the cage. Crosby Kushner up for Ace Klingensmith. He looks for the shot, it's blocked off. He's back down. Klingensmith. It's a shot on, save made by Tallarico. He's gonna have to watch it go back out. Get out to the point, Weaver. Nolan Weaver at the point, loses this one, opportunity coming the other way. North Allegheny will carry it into the zone. They'll lose the puck as Weaver goes back around looking for Klingensmith. Back out Hutchinson, up to the point, it's gonna be kept in, shot on by Slate, goes wide of the cage. Back down Klingensmith. A little bit of pressure there. By Dolsky. Klingensmith, Kohler. And now it's going to be picked up by Luke Dieter. He'll just dump this one the length of the ice on the net of Tallarico. So the Indians will regroup as opportunity here for a changing, a rare occurrence where the home team decided to make the long change, a short change, and it actually paid off for half a second. Thought they were going to get an odd man to go the other way. They get an icing call here, 9:58 remaining in a second. A little confusion there. They were able to get a takeaway off of the line change. Face-off coming up to the right of Tallarico. Ross steps in with Trotsky. It'll be one back to Outley. Outley just tips this one around. It's going to be Trotsky coming back out for a little support. Opportunity coming the other way. Oh, Falk's going to tip this one back out. He's going to come back with a head of steam. Falk into the zone. Falk looking for the shot. It's going to be blocked by Muskar. Back up and cleared up. Outley. Turned over to Muskar. He comes in, looks on the backhand. Saved by Klingensmith. Rebound comes up, and it's going to be turned back over. Kunkel throws it around. Trotsky shot saved by Klingensmith. Rebound comes back Muskar. Waits, thinks about it, throws it across. It's Cole Hunt on the half wall, back around Kunkel. Back for Hunt, it's going to be turned over. Opportunity coming the other way for Greensburg Salem. But it's Luca Vento that was tied up. Kunkel will dump this one back into the zone. Outley chases it down. And it's going to be cleared up off of a North Hills player and then back in off the stick of Broski. Coming in, Joyce. Back for Hunt. Throws one across, has Duffy in front. Oh, a stick out there by Outley. Back for Broski. It's going to be turned in Hunt. It's going to turn and shot on Broski. His Hunt shot scores. 2-0 North Hills. As Cole Hunt just finds the back of the cage. And at 8:24 remaining in the second frame, it's 2-0 North Hills. Dieter will step in with Bardo. I'm sorry, with Cole Hunt, the goal scorer, and it goes back out. The puck on the half wall, passes it past Duffy. It goes out for Klingensmith. Waits. Skates on around the defender. He'll just dump this one back in on the net. Tallarico with the save. Joyce throws one around for Duffy. Out for Klingensmith. It goes on the cage and held on to by Tallarico. And with 8:02 remaining in the second, we'll have another face-off coming up in the North Hills zone. Two nothing North Hills leading. Halfway back, Broski. Dulski throws one on. It just goes wide of the cage. Comes back out, carrying it out North Hills. It's going to be Joyce dumping it in with Purcell. Purcell, Joyce, and Delaplane out here. Greensburg Salem has a hard time getting it outside the zone. Good pressure here by this line for North Hills. Dulski chases it down. It's around, it's going to be picked up by Greensburg Salem. Throw it across. Schleswig couldn't get to it, so it's going to be picked up and carried out. Purcell. Purcell throws one on. It's gloved down and held on to, and just thrown on by Klingensmith. He holds on to it, and I don't know if he tried to throw that one out or if he just let that one fall, but they found it on the side of the net, fired a shot on, and he was able to smother it. 7:07 remaining here in the second frame. It is his first varsity game, probably a little bit of butterflies in that one. Tyler Dulski will step in and win the face-off. Muskar throws one across. Dumped up by Chirac and out of the zone. Opportunity coming the other way. Falk. Shot on just wide of the Tallarico cage. Crosby Kushner leaves it for Falk. Back down for Kushner. As Outley at the point, he's just going to dump this one back across center and picked up by North Hills and carried out. Then we dumped in by Delaplane. And out comes Outley. Outley into the zone, throws one wide of the cage, and Trotsky with Hutchinson up in front of the benches. They'll all lose the puck for half a second. Delaplane will take it. He throws this one back up across center. Trotsky gets around a defender, brings it in. He'll set up one, throws it across for Klingensmith. Comes back down looking for Muskar. Muskar throws one across, shot on, save made. Rebound, throws one through slowly and going to be held on to by Klingensmith, and 6:05 remaining in the second. It's 2-0 North Hills face-off coming up to the right of the freshman netminder. Back out up for Bartow. Bartow dumps someone in along the half wall. So be Blake Kunkel. Back out, picked up Muskar. Shot just blocked as it comes in. Ross all over him. But it comes back down. Klingensmith back up for Schlesman. Thrown on across. Trotsky looking for the shot, was blocked. Rebound comes across, nobody home. Back out Bartow. Throws one down for Trotsky. Throws one up and up along the half wall. Bartow over for Trotsky. Past the Kunkel that ends up getting off something and being thrown down for Muskar to have to chase down with 5:21 remaining in the second, and a 2-0 lead for North Hills. I'm Brian Mitchell. This is Berg Hockey Night, Berg Hockey Live on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10-man TV. Of course, that's just the name. We are not live right now. Duffy shot, save made, goes wide of the cage, rebound, Benko. Weaver leaves it up. Trotsky shot blocked. Back down it goes, and we picked up, and Ferris up to the point. We picked up by Broski. Back down behind Slate. Battles with Klingensmith, goes around. Slate's going to win that one temporarily. A little bit of pressure from Ross. Ross will lose his stick. Back down Ferris up to the point. That's going to be Broski. Going to throw one on. Klingensmith has to watch it go past him. And then Ace will pick it up and throw it up across for Schlesman, and it's going to come back out of the zone. Broski will collect it with pressure from Schlesman, but it's going to be back down and thrown out of play by Grandstaff with 4:25 remaining in the second frame. North Hills leading 2-0 here at Kirk Nevin Arena. Face-off will be to our direct right. Hunt and Dieter step in. Back down, we picked up Outley across for Falk. They'll regroup Hunt into the zone. And it's going to be picked up. Broski will dump this one on, bounce back out. Be cleared up, but not out by the Gold Lions behind the cage. Arcus Stuffy battles along the wall, and it's going to be picked up by Luke Dieter and carried up. Thrown up looking for Falk, but it's going to go the length of the ice. Icing will be the call. Slate was there with it, but with 3:52 remaining, we'll have another face-off down low. Dieter steps in with Collar. It's won by Collar. Belong to half wall. Piccola. I'm sorry, that is Dulski along the boards. Back for Barris. Barris for Collar. Delaplane. A little bit of pressure there, but Outley's going to take it up along the half wall. And he will take it across, but we have a penalty coming up. A high sticking call here. 3:33 remaining in the second. And that is going to be Luca Vento, as the student section is giving him a little bit of a rib here. The Greensburg Salem student section here giving their own a little bit of a rough time here. 3:33 remaining. Back down along the half wall, picked up Dieter. Waits for it and carrying it out. Falk into the zone. Waits, throws one on, save made, held on to by Tallarico. Face-off coming to the left of the North Hills cage. Back down, Trotsky. Back down for Hunt. Coming out, picked up Trotsky. Goes one around, and it's going to be cleared up. And it's going to be cleared out. Muskar. Back for Trotsky. Be cleared up and carried out by the Indians. Kunkel. Thrown on and wide of the cage. Hunt. Back down for Muskar. Skates one around, up for Trotsky. Shot odd blocked. Rebound comes and clears the length of the ice. 56 seconds remaining in the power play. 2:25 remaining in the second frame. Muskar up for Hunt. It's going to be cleared and tipped out. Pressure here from Ross. Ross almost separated the puck there. Muskar will carry it in. Waits, throws one across. It's going to be bounced around. Hunt with an opportunity for his second and held on to by Klingensmith. 2:06 remaining here in the second. Caller Steps in across. Barris can't get there. It's going to be dumped the length of the ice. Back up it goes. Cleared. Duffy. Carrying it into the zone. Duffy up to the point. Caller can't get to it. Back down. Opportunity. Schlesman gets battled off and just gets thrown into the penalty box. And with 1:33 remaining in the second frame. Well, the faceoff just outside center ice. They're saying there's absolutely 0 seconds remaining on the power play, so they are going to release him. Rare occasion, the scoreboard showing triple zeros for the penalty still, meaning it was there, but then they allowed the player to get out. Schlesman will carry this one into the zone. Penalty has expired. It goes on, and Tallarico will hold on to it. 1:25 remaining. Faceoff comes back out. Smith battles with Schlesman. I thought it was coming across. Comes in. Oh, Schlesman with an opportunity shot. Tallarico with the save, and he gets hit into the boards hard by Tyler Broski, and he is down. Broski is going to the box. He is down rough. They are going to get the EMT out there. He is not doing too well, so we are going to take a quick break here momentarily. We'll be back momentarily.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
It'll be a 2 and a 10 for Tyler Broski as Chase Schlesman took that hit in the corner. Sorry about the audio. We had to get out some wild audio there. Face-off one by Greensburg. Salem back. Klingensmith throws one back to the point for Ross. Ross throws one on, saved by Tallarico and held on to 57 seconds remaining here in the second frame. A $1:47 remaining in the minor portion of the power play. Face off one over. Falk up for Ross. Ross down to Falk. 10-minute misconduct. 2 minutes for roughing. Back up for Dieter. Shot just out of the cage. Falk behind there. 41 seconds remaining. Back across up to the point. Ross. Ross down for Klingensmith. Back down to Falk. Falk on the half wall. Waits, throws one across, looks for Dieter. Dieter shot save made. Rebound comes out. It's going to go off, and we have a cross check coming up in front of the cage. And that's going to be against Mushkar. 25.9 seconds remaining. You'll have a minute 15 even after the switch with a 5-on-3 coming up for Greensburg. Salem down 2-0. Trotsky will step in with Dieter. They're trying to figure out a couple questions here from Jeremy Swayman to the official. Swayman and the official have cleared it up, and we are going to get underway here. Face-off one by North Hills. Ross, soccer kicks it. Backward opportunity coming their way to Kunkel. 19 seconds remaining. He's going to throw this one on the cage. Klingensmith will let this one go past. Back down, picking it up is Klingensmith. Ace Klingensmith across center, across the blue, across center. Across the opposite blue, into the zone, across the circle, shot high, glove save, Tallarico. 3.2 seconds remaining on the clock. 53 seconds remaining in the first minor and the 5-on-3. They're going to pull Klingensmith here, get the extra attacker on the ice, goes 6-on-3 for the last 3.2. That'll be one over Falk. Falk on the backhand, throws one through, shot, scores! Does it count? Does it count? It counts. Ferris is on the opposite wall. I'm going to see what the referees say. They're going to talk about it here. They're going to talk about this here. I say it's a... I'm going to sort this out and figure out what happened. We'll be back with your third period momentarily. I'm going to say score inconclusive. We'll be back.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. 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 It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damage?
Back here at the Nevin Arena in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. North Hills leading Greensburg Salem 2-1 at the end of 2, and I could probably update that on my scoreboard. So we had a very interesting end to that period. Greensburg Salem was on a 5-on-3, had a face-off with 3.2 seconds remaining, pulled Klingensmith, went 6-on-3, and was able to score their first goal of the game with 0.3 seconds. Yes, I was able to pull the video while I was recording, rewatch it. It's synced up with the scoreboard, which is insane. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a 2-1 game. They will have a 1:35 power play as soon as this period comes back. But how did we get here? Well, it's a little crazy, as all in the second, it will be Blake Kunkel at 1:23 on a shorthanded goal. Cole Hunt was able to get an even strength goal at 8:36, and then that goal at 16:59.7 gave the Greensburg Salem their first goal of the contest. Parker Tallarico has stopped 25 of 26 shots that he's faced so far. On the opposite side, Jackson Klingensmith, 17 of 19. But 2-1 is your score. We'll be back momentarily with your third period here at Nevin Arena.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. 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 It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sport.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to Nevin Arena. Two 2-1 is your score. North Hills leading Greensburg Salem. Greensburg Salem returning to the power play. Not sure if that was on mute or not for a couple seconds there. So we're just going to continue to go here. 1:35 remaining on the man advantage for Greensburg Salem. Dow down 2-1 after a wild end of the second frame. As with Jackson Klingensmith pulled, it was Bryce Ferris off the far post, able to sneak one home with 0.03 seconds remaining in the period. They just chose to give the players the move to the locker rooms instead of dropping the puck. So with 17 minutes remaining in the third frame, this one will go down to the wire. Muschar is in the box. He took a cross-checking minor for the second part of that penalty. Broski has to go for the remainder of his 10. So he'll join him in the penalty box. Oh, a face-off at center. Dieter, as they get ready to drop the puck. 5-on-4. They're confused at the end of the period as to what happened. The first penalty has expired due to the goal, so they're putting Peterson back on the bench. They're figuring this out. 26-19 are the shots. Face-off coming up. Dieter and Hunt. One by Hunt. He'll just dump this one in past Ross. Back into the Greensburg Salem zone. Ross with 1:35 remaining. That penalty timer's not moving. Back up Dieter into the zone. Come across, it was 1:35 to start, so we're going to call that one whenever it comes down. Back down Klingensmith for Ferris. Back out to Klingensmith. Up to Ross. Ross throws one look to the tip of front. Opportunity shot on. No, just wide of the cage. Rebound comes back out. Dieter down behind. It's back out. Klingensmith leaves one up, and it's going to be carried out by Hunt. Hunt will pass this one over for Duffy. Throw this one in on Hunt. Hunt's opportunity here for another shorty. Come on. Back down Hunt. Dipsy Doodle in around. 35 seconds remaining in the minor. Back out it goes. Falk. It'll end at 15:25. Back across. Falk losing it, and it's going to come back out to the point. Kept in nicely. Outley throws one on Cage. Rebound comes across. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty. It's going to be cleared out. Outley will chase this one down. It'll be cleared back into the zone. 15:35 remaining in the frame. Back up and cleared up and out of the zone. It will go past Klingensmith. And that penalty, ladies and gentlemen, will expire as we go back to 5-on-5. Down carrying it out is Cam Chirac. He'll dump this one in the length of the ice, and that's an icing call. 15:12 remaining in the third frame. That's the issue with the penalties here at Kirk Nevin Arena. The first penalty expires. You don't really have the second one running if you have a dead clock. It's a weird dynamic that happens with it. Comes back down, one across. And up for Mushkar. He's going to lose that opportunity coming to Ferris, who had the goal at the end, is going to chase it down, but it's going to be picked up. And he's actually going to get around. It's a good sign that Schlesman is back out there after that scary hit in the second period. Back around, shot on. Back down, they announced the goal for Ferris. It's going to be the length of the ice. 14:43 remaining here. We'll have another face-off all the way down. I'm going to call the officials over to talk about something. They're going to run the face-off here. One back across. Klingensmith couldn't hold on to it. It's going to be picked up by Joyce. Joyce takes the puck, throws it outside the zone. Klingensmith almost gets his stick lift. Joyce will come in with a little bit of pressure there. Dieter back to help him out. Back down it goes. Ferris into the zone. Ferris brings one across. We dump back in. Joyce behind the cage. Around Muskar. Up for Trotsky. Trotsky across center. Brings it in. North Hills will dump this one on the ride. Trotsky waits, throws one down. Going to be picked up by Klingensmith on the backhand, looking for Weaver. Weaver back up to Falk. Trotsky around. Going to be tried to be tipped out by Ferris. Back down Muskar. Throws one on off the post. Comes back down, picked up and cleared up and out of the zone. And all the way down it goes. Tellerico stopped it, but it is an icing call. 13:44 remaining here in the third frame. 2-1 is your score. North Hills leading Greensburg Salem. Nate Ross will win, looks to win the face-off. That's a penalty coming up against Ross. He got a high stick up there. Gonna be a hooking call on Trotsky. Trotsky having a hard time moving around. 13:39 remaining, and North Hills will head to the advantage. Dieter steps in with Kunkel. We won back to Muskar. The captain gets around over to Trotsky. Shot off. The big save by Klingensmith off the stick. Back down to Trotsky. Trotsky on the backhand throws one through, looking for Hunt. Hunt up to the point. Trotsky, another penalty coming up against the Golden Lions. Back across Trotsky. Shot blockered off. It's going to be picked up and touched. Nope, but held on to by Greensburg Salem long enough to call the tripping minor. And with 1:36 remaining, it's going to be a 5-on-3 the other way as North Hills will head to the power play. It's going to be Cam Sharrock. Back down, Kunkel will step in with Dieter. Be won back by Greensburg Salem and up to the point. Dieter couldn't give the assist there to get it out, so Outley will watch that one get dumped all the way down. Back down, Tellerico behind his cage. Trotsky collects. 1:48 remaining in the second minor, 1:20 remaining in the first minor, meaning a 5-on-3 here. Coming across, Muskar, top of the circle shot, scores. Big screen in front. And that's going to be the third goal for North Hills. Somehow, some way, somebody took a penalty in that process. And that's Muskar. Oh. Misconduct. They're sorting this one out. They're just giving him a 10, it looks like. So it's going to be 5-on-4. It could be a 10-minute misconduct against Muskar, so he's done for the next 10. Trotsky. Here's it up, throws this one up to Duffy. It'll go past him for Outley. Outley waits, and it'll be Trotsky coming back in. Back down it goes. Klingon-Smith tries to get around Duffy. Duffy falls trying to hit him. It'll be dumped back in by the Golden Lions at 26 remaining in the frame. 1:10 remaining in the power play. They picked up and up crop by Ferris. Steven Slate will dump this one up along the boards. Back out for Kunkel. Back down to Slate in his own zone. He'll wait behind the cage. Waits, throws one up for Kunkel. Out comes Hunt. Into the zone, across for Duffy. Duffy. Ostrowski is going to be cleared out with 37 seconds remaining in a power play for North Hills. Back to Slate. Hunt throws one down, looking for Duffy. Duffy up for Hunt. Brings it into the zone. Hunt, shot goes wide of the cage. Rebound comes out, Klingon-Smith. Waits, throws one the length of the ice with 15 seconds remaining on the advantage. Tallarico collects it, hands it off to Slate. He'll set up the breakout from there with 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and bring it down to 2 and 1, and we will have ourselves an expired penalty. Slate just watches this one go back out. Tallarico lets it play. Dieter with a little bit of pressure there. Vento comes across, but Klingon-Smith up at the point will dump this one back in behind where Dieter collects. Dieter drops back looking for somebody, but Collar is there. Dieter throws one on the backhand out to the, it's going to be picked up and carried out by Casey Purcell. Purcell behind the cage. Should go around for Collar. Purcell back up to the point, but it's going to be nicely played. Across, picked up Joyce. Joyce throws one through the slot off the netminder's pads, so it's going to be picked up by Dieter and dumped up along the half wall. Coming out is Falk and Vento, but it's going to come back out, and that's going to be Barris. Around it goes Klingon-Smith. Regrouping back out for Falk. Falk. For Dieter into the zone. He'll leave that one behind. Barris will collect and carries this one into the zone. Purcell can't get to it first. So the big man Ostrowski tries to get to it, but it does get shot on by North Hills. And with 9:50 remaining, we'll have another face-off coming up. That'll be to the right of Klingon-Smith. (3-1) North Hills leading Greensburg Salem here at Nevin Arena. Back down, Peterson throws one on the cage and held on to by Klingon-Smith. Trosky goes the puck across Peterson. Trosky's trying to get it back. Slate. Slate's shot goes through. Trosky waits, thinks about it, throws it up to Slate. Slate waits, throws it down. He'll regroup and dump this one up, but Hutchinson collects. Hutchinson into the zone. Throws one that just goes wide of the cage. Down to the point. Outley. And throws one down for Hutchinson. A little bit of pressure there from Slate. And it'll come out of the zone. And here comes Trosky. Throws one through the slot. It's going to be picked up by Kushner. He'll throw this one up for Hutchinson. Hutchinson gets hit. Oh, takes the hit, but gives a hit in center ice. Kunkel. Back out for Peterson. He'll leave it up for Trosky. Trosky into the zone. Gets around a defender. Trosky on the backhand save by Klingon-Smith. Comes back across Outley. Outley throws one out. It'll be picked up by North Hills. They'll just dump back in for Chirac. Chirac around for Ferris. Barris is going to get to it, and it's going to dump it back into the near corner, but it's not going to go as far as the half wall. As Grandstaff can't collect it, so Falk resets and watches it gets thrown across, and back into the zone it goes. North Hills trying to get around Joyce. Joyce. Watch She got thrown in. Hunt couldn't get to it. Big hit by Falk on Hunt. Ferris will dump this one up past Barris. And that'll come across as Kushner, or sorry, Sharrock dumps this one in. He picked up, carrying Schlesman. White just Weaver throws one on the cage. Rebound, Falk on the backhand. Throws one that gets tipped around. Schlesman behind the cage. As it go around, Weaver. Weaver throws one all the way across, looking for Falk. Falk with 7:33 remaining in the third period. Back down for Schlesman. Bounces one in behind. Duffy's going to get to it first, however, and Falk's going to watch it go over his head and almost take out the penalty box attendant with 7:24 remaining here in the third frame. Face off one. Back across, shot on by Klingensmith's over to Weaver. Weaver's going to lose that one, and out comes Collar into his own zone. Collar with Delaplane. They have Trotsky, sorry, that Delaplane go in the front with Collar and Purcell behind, picked up by Greensburg. Salem out for Kushner. Hutchinson can't get to the puck. He falls down as he goes. Slate dumps this one back into the zone. Around for Kushner. Klingensmith will carry it back behind the cage. Waits, Falk. Comes across, dumps it across for Dieter. Dieter up and dumps it back. Opportunity here, what we throwing on. Back out, picked up and dumped behind the cage, Dieter. Out to the point, losing the puck. Are the Golden Lions, and they'll be guilty of icing. And it'll come all the way back down to the North Hill zone. 6:13 remaining here in the third frame. Face off one back, Outley. Shot will be blocked. Here on Falk. Gets hit up across, it's gonna be set out. Peterson, an opportunity here. Coming on, shot on, save made. Bounces in the air on a shot by Kunkel. It's gonna be coming the other way. Opportunity, Falk can't get to it, so it's gonna stay in the zone. Drop it back down. Sharrock. Out and picked up. Golden Lions bring it into the zone. Oh, nice little play there by Falk. Shot just goes off the netminder. Hit across and picked up by Outley. But Peterson watches that go out for Trotsky. Kunkel's going to chase this into the zone. Picked up by Sharrock, but Trotsky's going to take it as he's going down. Throws one on the cage. Save made by Klingensmith. Rebound comes back out. And it's going to be dumped out by the Golden Lions. As Broski will rejoin play as his penalty has expired. We shot on and back down. Peterson, Klingensmith looks for the opportunity here. Schlesman couldn't get to it. Klingensmith back for Schlesman. Schlesman down to the near the far corner. Broski back up along, picked up by Klingensmith. Back down to Broski and for Klingensmith, and it'll be cleared out past the big man, Jaden Ostrowski. 4:35 remaining to third. 3-1 is your score. North Hills leading Greensburg Salem. Down it goes, Dieter. up for Klingensmith, and that goes to the half wall. They'll regroup. Dump back out. And picked up by North Hills and back into the zone. Grandstaff chases it down. But Ostrowski puts him into the ground. Opportunity here, Duffy. Duffy waits, looks to get around a defender. Klingensmith muscles him off the puck. A little bit still battling there behind the cage, Duffy and Klingensmith, and it'll be Duffy getting it behind, throwing it to the circles across, and it's going to be picked up and dumped out. Dieter had an opportunity, went off his skate. Duffy gets him with the speed, and it comes back out. Ferris with a little bit of help. Dieter does get the puck eventually. No help coming in from Greensburg Salem, so it's going to be carried out the other way by Hunt. Hunt into the zone, shot just goes wide of the cage. Back down Ferris. For Joyce, back at the Grandstaff. He'll throw one in behind the cage around for Schlesman. Schlesman up for Peterson in front of the Greensburg Salem bench. Outley waits, thinks about it, dumps one up along the near wall. Joyce will carry this one into the zone. Joyce for Trotsky. Trotsky shot off the rebound, comes up to Hutchinson. Hutchinson turns and burns the other way, has Ferris. Ferris off of his stick, and Kunkel will take it back into the zone. Prop for Barris. We chuck up for Joyce. Joyce just chips it in, and it's going to be back for Peterson. Peterson loses it to Kushner. Kushner into the zone. Opportunity here. Shot on. Save made by Tallarico. And held on to. 2:40 remaining here in the third frame. 3-1 North Hills still leading Greensburg Salem. .240 remaining, face-off one by Greensburg Salem. Roche throws one across that's gonna go to a save by Tallarico in front. Point blank stop by the senior netminder, and he'll hold on to it. Ross and Trotsky, and that's a timeout that they called by the North Hills Indians, so we'll be back momentarily with your final 2:33.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Final 2:33 here of regulation. 3-1 North Hills leading Greensburg Salem. Single A matchup, PIHL Hockey, Berg Hockey Night. My name is Brian Mitchell. Thank you for joining me on Pittsburgh Hockey Digest and 10band.tv on this special rebroadcast due to technical difficulties. Coming in will be North Hills. Coming across will be Sharrock. Down for Dieter and Trotsky, and out it goes for Joyce. He'll just dump this one back into the zone where Outley will collect it. Throws this one up for Dieter. And out comes Outley into the zone. Outley will throw one in that goes out of play, and 2:05 remaining in the third. Face-off coming up. to the right of the North Hills net. Shots are 32-24. Up to the point. We shot on by Outley, blocked, and it's going to come back out to the... Kept in by Outley nicely across for Falk. Falk shot just wide. Rebound comes up, and Tallarico with the glove. 1:55 remaining here in the third. It's going to be Kunkel's. I'm sorry, that is going to be Trotsky stepping in with Dieter. 1:55 to go. Face off one back to Falk. Cross Outley shot just goes wide of the cage. Dieter was there, but it's going to be picked up by the Indians. Back out Greensburg Salem with the pressure. Empty net to our right or left. Klingensmith back down. Falk will leave it around for Slate. Slate. Is it around? Ross up to the point. Outley shot. Tipped in front. Comes back out. Opportunity for here. Ross shot. Save made. Rebound comes in. Oh, just goes through the crease. Dieter throws one up to the point. It's going to go out. Klingensmith will have to chase this one down. As Kunkel, a little bit of pressure. Back down to Falk. Falk throws one up that goes straight across, and Falk will collect, and that to be tipped and into the zone, but cleared the length of the ice, and that's just going to go wide for an icing call. 1:09 remaining. Face-off coming down low. Let's break it down for you. Ross, Falk, Dieter, Klingensmith, Outley, and Hutchinson. Opposite side, Slate, Trotsky, Broski, Duffy, and Peterson. With Tallarico in the cage, and there's a timeout coming by the Greensburg Salem Golden Lions. We'll be right back.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Back here for the remaining 1:08. Face-off one. Falk shot just wide of the cage. Dieter's going to take us down into the near corner. Dieter looking up front. Opportunity here coming back out. And there's a Falk shot. Goes off tip, and opportunity blocked, was sent out. And Klingensmith will chase it back down into the neutral zone. Klingensmith on his back skate. Bates throws limp on the half wall. Outley throws one around the defender. Nice play to get into the zone. Outley shot comes up high and wide. Ferris across for Outley. Opportunity all the way in front of Tallarico with the save. Rebound comes out, and it's going to be all around. And 38 seconds remaining. And the puck will come out to Klingensmith. Back out to the point. Nobody home. It's going to be chased down. Opportunity here by Kunkel. Klingensmith battles with him. Kunkel tries to get to the actual puck, and it's going to be 24 seconds remaining. Backhand by Klingensmith. Outley throws one across, looking for Falk. Big hit and miss there. Falk into the zone. Falk loses the puck back out for Trotsky. It's going to stay in the zone momentarily. Ross trying to separate the puck, but it's going to be cleared up and off of Klingensmith. Back out. Dieter into the zone. 4 seconds remaining, throws one on. Clears and out of play with 1.2 seconds remaining. And they're going to call the game. 3-1 is your final here. North Hills defeats Greensburg Salem at Nevin Arena here on a Thursday evening. I'm Mitch, Brian Mitchell, Pittsburgh Hockey Digest, and 10band.tv. Enjoy your Friday and your weekend when this is played. I will see you next Thursday from Ice Castle Arena at 7 p.m. Enjoy the remainder of your nights. Take care.